A very good morning to all my students. Class, in our previous videos, we have covered part 1 and part 2 of chapter 7 Glimpses of India. Today, in this video, I am going to explain part 3 Tea from Assam. Let me give you the brief introduction of this chapter. The lesson is about two friends, Pranjal and Rajveer, who are traveling to Pranjal's hometown, Assam, for the summer vacation. Assam is known as the tea country. It has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. During their journey, they discuss about the various legends that are known to have discovered tea. The story tells us about the popularity of tea as a beverage. Let's start with the reading and explanation of the chapter. Chai garam garam chai, a vendor called out in a high pitched voice. He came up to their window and asked, Chai Sahab, give us 2 cups, Pranjal said. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. You! Exclaimed Pranjal. Tea really is very popular. The train pulled out of the station. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at the moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. It was green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. It, it was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes busily moved doll like figures. So the scene is set on a train station where a tea vendor asks the two friends if they would like to buy some freshly made hot tea. They decide to have 2 cups of tea, joining almost everyone else in their compartment. Means almost everyone in the compartment was having tea over there. With this, Pranjal highlights the fact that almost 80 crore cups of tea are consumed every day throughout the world, while Rajveer remains surprised on listening to it. Indeed, tea is a popular beverage all over the world. Let's move on with the next page. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. Hey, a tea garden, Rajveer cried excitedly. Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on a on a plantation, didn't share Rajveer's excitement. Oh, this is a tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime. I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. What legends? Well, there is one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It is said that they were tea leaves. Tell me another, scoffed Pranjal. We have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep. Tea was drunk in China. Tea was first drunk in China, Rajveer added, as far back as 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, and chini are from Chinese. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage. So, as soon as the train started moving, Pranjal engaged in reading his detective book. Both the friends were huge fans of detective books, but Rajveer chose to look at the scenic beauty at that moment. There was greenery all around, something Rajveer had never seen before. After the green paddy fields came tea plantations. As far as he was able to look, only tea bushes were visible, so much so that narrator compared it to a sea of tea bushes in the background. In the background, there were hills with dense forest. In between the tea plantations, there were orderly rows of tall and strong trees that were moving because of the wind. It was truly an amazing view Rajveer was experiencing that time. Okay, now in para 4 here, Rajveer had done lot of study about tea after before visiting this place. He was quite excited by watching those tea gardens, but Pranjal was not that much excited because he was well aware about tea plantations and tea gardens. There was nothing new for him. In the study Rajveer had done about tea, he has read about many theories. So Pranjal asked for those theories, then Rajveer explained those theories. One was about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. And uh, once upon a time, few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the river, and it gives a delicious flavor. It is said that it they were tea leaves. That was the one theory. The another was related to a Indian legend. Who was that Indian legend? That was Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic. He cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids, and the leaves of these plants, when put into hot water and drunk, banished the sleep. Means they used those leaves to get rid of the sleep. Legend name was Bodhidharma. Eventually, the tea plants grew upon his eyelids, and after boiling with water, it actually helped him in getting rid of sleep. Okay. So, in their former story, the person has used tea leaves for the taste, for a beverage, and the other one has used it as a medicine. Right. The train clattered into Mariani Junction. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Pranjal's parents were waiting for them. Soon they were driving towards Dekhiabari, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father. An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered Dekhiabari tea estate. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. So, now Rajveer and Pranjal reached up their destination. They were took by the parents of Pranjal, the father of Pranjal. He took them away in his vehicle. There in the journey, by that traveling, Pranjal get the chance. He get the chance to show some beautiful tea bushes to his friend Rajveer. Rajveer was very much excited by watching those scenarios. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, which were equal in their cutting. And he was also able to see group of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their back, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. What do you mean by newly sprouted leaves? The second harvest. Okay. Let's move on further. Pranjal's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. This is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajveer asked. It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. You seem to have done your homework before coming, Pranjal's father said in surprise. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted. But I hope to learn much more while I am here. So, here by asking these questions, Rajveer actually is flaunting his knowledge, is showing his knowledge about the tea, about the history of tea, about the plantation of tea, and the basic knowledge and the deeper knowledge about tea. So Pranjal's father was quite impressed by his knowledge, by the knowledge of Rajveer. He said that you have done your homework before coming here, means you are having a very good knowledge about tea before reaching this destination. And but in response, what Rajveer said, yes, I do have knowledge about tea. I read many things about it, but yes, I hope I will learn something more about that while I am here. When I reached here, so I really hope that I am going to learn many more new things about tea here with you. So that's it for this chapter. I hope the explanation has been done, is clear to you. Everybody has understood the chapter very well. So, class, thanks for watching and read this chapter again to understand it better way.